Greetings YouTube, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video inside of Le.Monde.Du.VAPEUR with me, Vitaly Vapour. Welcome back. For those of you who were with us last time, we built the water wheel onto the windmill build, and we're going to try and push on today and get some of the upper levels built. But let's kick off this episode very quickly with, we just wanted to look to add a little bit of additional structure to our water wheel here. I don't like the way, before we had a couple of cobblestone stairs here, I don't like the way this whole wheel sticks out completely unsupported, because it wouldn't work like that in real life, and we just like a little bit of construction to be on show with the builds that we do in Le.Monde.Du.VAPEUR. So let me just very quickly, I'm thinking just a very basic cobblestone design here of, that's going to be too far out, so that's not a great start. Let's take that back, and well, while we're there, let's just hit that one there, and perfect, we pick that up. So if we were to do, I'm guessing something along the lines of this, and then, yep, perfect. Just a very simple cobblestone frame that looks like it's holding that water wheel in place. Let's just bash that out the way, put a block down here, and a cobblestone step on top, and then on the underside here, just use a cobblestone half slab so that it perfectly frames its way around that water wheel. Now I am considering carrying that on across to the other side, just so that it's not floating there, but that's something we could maybe look at in a future episode, because one thing's for now, we will repeat that same build on the inside here. So cobblestone slabs top and bottom, and then cobblestone stair the correct way up either side, and then I think we will just place down 2 blocks of cobblestone like so. So I think that's us with cobblestone for a bit. So enough cobblestone for this episode, guys. So if we work our way up, let's just make sure we've got our materials on us. We do. I think the first build is, I want to add a circle of, let's think how we're going to do this. I'm definitely going to take, let's take the oak up one more block in each direction, because I think we're going to carry that oak up each time, and I can see that's going to get frustrating. So let us build ourselves, if we go back inside, we'll just build ourselves a very quick temporary staircase all the way up to the top here. Try it to fall off this time. Yeah, I'm thinking let's bring this oak up one more, and then there'll be a floor at this level on the inside, which will be in, really must remember, guys, when you're building high up, because this build's going to get high, I think we're going to almost go up to cloud level by the time we're done with this particular build. Just bear in mind, there we go, see, doing it correctly now. Go into crouch mode, guys. I say it a lot, but when you're doing these builds in survival, crouch mode every time to avoid a horrific fall to your death, basically. At the moment, we're not so high up as to even take any fall damage, but we were not being careful, and safety first in Le.Monde.Du.VAPEUR. Safety first. Okay, I'm liking how that comes out to that level there. So let me just refer to my notes. I made some notes in front of me here, just so that I would know how many blocks we would be looking to come out. So let's get ourselves some temporary dirt block here, just so that we can count out. It's very difficult when you're planning out circles to know exactly how many blocks to go out. Circles are not easy shapes in Minecraft because Minecraft on the whole does not work in circular form. It doesn't lend itself particularly well to it. So if we were to just very quickly work our way around, now that cross there will now be our middle. And that's going to be very important to us because that will provide us with a guide while we finish off the rest of these works. Let's get ourselves some food. You can just see my hunger bar there starting to wobble. Now I'm thinking this first layer out should be around at least 19 blocks out, I think, to give me any kind of ability here of having enough space. So let's think, 19 out in terms of Minecraft circles. It has to be an uneven number for the build I'm doing, but that means we'll need to go out 1, 2. So let's get on this center block, and this will be 1. We bash this away here. We go into sneak mode. So the center block, and then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. So we want to go out 9. Now, have we got any jungle wood slabs? We do. Perfect. So if we look to place these on 7, 8, and then this final block on the very edge, you want that to be a whole block. That's very, very important. Now, I've just realised we've climbed all the way up here again and we don't have absolutely every last block we need. We should really move that crafting table inside between the next episodes, or if we do any cut aheads, that's definitely something I'm going to be doing. Along with this chest of goodies as well, I would say, would be a good idea. Let's get ourselves some jungle wood stairs though. And then some more jungle wood apparently would be good. There we go. So on this very outer edge here, actually we should be able to do a lot of this from down on the ground, which will really make the job just that little bit easier. I've just realised I've got all these buckets of water on me still from the last episode. We are not going to need those. It's effectively this design here on the very edges, followed by one half slab either side. So each corner should stick out 5 like that. And once that's done, we will return back. So I will cut ahead to completing that stage of the build. Once you have these 4 elements completed, you want to start a pattern of building up in a 1 across, 1 back zigzag until you are joined up with the next side. So if you just keep building across, hopefully that should work out. There we go. So they come back exactly like that. Actually, let's think this through. 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, go ahead and increase these by another 1. We're going to get a better circle out of this, I think. So, increase those by 1 more, and then build your 1 across diagonal line of jungle wood half slab. We're using half slab, we don't want anything to ever spawn up on these balconies. So if we start fresh from this one, so bring it out by 1 more, and then create a zigzag pattern 1 by 1 like so. Make sure you bring out the one you're going towards by 1 as well. And then this here should fill that in perfectly. Now, at the same time as doing that, you want to take out some stone brick stairs, sorry, and place these upside down on the jungle wood elements. So effectively, you want to run that all the way around from oak wood to oak wood. So if I just do this first one on camera, again we will probably cut ahead so that we don't have to watch all of these being built. There we go. And then with your jungle wood half slabs, just work your way around and fill in any gaps like so. So this quarter here is out of view because we've fallen into the water channel. This quarter here, you want to repeat that on all four sides. So let's cut ahead to that. Okay guys, so once you've got your entire balcony completed, I'm going to take out some oak fence. Now these blocks that we left down in between these stairs here, they're going to form a sort of strut support that we're going to want to bring out just like that, just to make it look like there's something holding this projecting balcony out. So just work your way around the side. So each of these you'll need 5 fence posts in order to do. I've gone for oak on this just so it sort of ties in with using oak logs for the main structural elements, and at the same time just a bit of contrast, again trying to get textures, layers and different items into this build. Now here you are going to struggle because we have the water wheel in the way, so what I would do is I would place in a block either side like that, and then I'd place half slab there, and then I would also probably place one on that block as well. Just something looking structural there to support the balcony. Now, have we got any iron railings on us? If not, it'll be another quick edit while we go and fetch some of those up, which there will be. Be right back, guys. Okay guys, so with our iron railings, we are going to place these down on every single external block here. Basically, we're going to have a build on the inside here, so we do want to be able to walk around the outside of that build. So we want to place down, looking into the side of these iron railings, just so you end up with this projecting corner around. It's a great thing about fences in Minecraft is the way that you can wrap them round corners when you need to, just to give you a bit of extra like movement to be able to walk around. It can be a bit tricky at times to sometimes look onto the end of these, but once they're joined on it shouldn't pose too much of a problem. With these thinner ones, obviously you're going to need to aim very carefully, so let's go ahead and speed this up. Okay, once you have completed that build with the fences, you want to take out a palette here of grey wool, yellow wool and oak wood. Now this is the general palette we have set obviously for farm hills, and we're going to place these blocks down on top of the stone wall we have here. I've just realized though that one of these is incorrect, in that wherever there's oak, place oak. We want to continue these vertical structural elements the whole way up our build. So work your way around this yellow here on top of the stone, and you want to take this up by 3 blocks. Now take out your grey wool and do 1 band of grey wool. Now we want to repeat this exact same build, so 3 layers of vertical oak log and yellow wool, followed by 1 band of grey wool one more time directly on top of this. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to place down some ladders on the inside of one of these vertical oak log columns so that I have a way back down. But other than that, oh yeah, and I'm thinking as well, I don't know, actually I will leave the grey wool continuous. Basically this is going to look like a sort of restraining strap structure, so I'm going to repeat that and cut ahead to that point. Okay guys, once you've gone ahead and built this up by 2 layers, we just need to cap off this first layer, and the way we are going to do that is on this middle block, go ahead and place down a stair facing this way, and then again a stair facing that exact same way both sides. Go into crouch mode and look off the ends here, and then place a stair 90 degrees so that it does that wrap round the corner detail. On these 3 blocks here, I'd like you to place down half slabs. This is probably more important if you're working within a extreme hills biome like I am, because as we get above 100 we will start to get snow forming like over there by the natural water source, and I don't want the windmill covered in snow, so we're going to be using various techniques as we work our way up to make sure that doesn't happen. So I'm going to again cut ahead to where I've completed this part of the build. Okay guys, once you have this ring of jungle wood stairs and half slabs, you're going to revert back to using your materials of the yellow and grey wool and the oak wood. Also off camera, I've just very quickly gone around and added in this line of oak pillars made of oak wood, just so that when I go up another level I don't lose my ladder to get back out of here. So where these are, we just very simply are going to step the design in by 1. So where there's oak, we obviously place oak, and then either side of that oak we're going to place ourselves down 2 blocks like so. Now I would use temporary blocks here to get this to work. You can go ahead and build this however you like, but effectively you want to be able to place down 2 diagonal pieces of yellow wool, which is going to be very tricky to do without temporary blocks. So once those are placed down, you can go ahead and break these out. And as I say, wherever there is the oak wood, you can go ahead and place oak wood down on top, and then 2 blocks like that. So this quarter here, repeat this on all 4 sides, and again as below, take it up by 3 yellow, then 1 grey, then 3 yellow, and then 1 grey. So once you've built up this second tier in the 2 layers of yellow outlined with the layer of grey, when you get to the top here and you're laying this grey wool, just place down an extra block behind each edge of the quarter side. So basically, where you have these 5 blocks here, just place down 1 extra bit of grey wool behind the 1st and 5th block, just so that you create this shape, because it's going to make the next stage a lot simpler, I can tell you. So take out your stairs again, and effectively we want to place the first one down in this direction, go into crouch mode, and then twist your way round so that the stairs follow round continuously like so. Oh, actually I've just realised that is the cardinal mistake there of stair placement, in that last stair wouldn't have been the correct way round, because if you don't start this one this way, by the time you get round to here, there we go. So basically you want to repeat that on all 4 sides. Following on from there, if you just place down behind this one in the corner, you'll need to place down a piece of yellow wool, otherwise you'll see it through the edge of that stair. Come up by one and then across to here, and that should set you up perfectly there. On this other edge, I would recommend placing down a temporary block and then breaking that out and coming across 1, 2, 3. And then again here, you'll need that block there just to block that one in, and then come across 1, 2. And I've just realized what I've done in the middle here. And that is that again, same as all the other layers, I would ideally like to see the oak repeated. So take out your oak wood and come up by 1. This is going to pose again some issues for my staircase coming up, so I may go ahead and place a floor in line with this line of jungle wood so that I have somewhere to work my way back up from. But effectively, this pattern here you want to repeat on all 4 sides. Now, as you can see, we've gone ahead and completed those next 2 layers, and also while we've been off camera, we have added in the central dark oak column here with a ladder on it, and just place down a floor every time we have a step in. This basically is forming the inside of our of our windmill. We still haven't placed down anything at the bottom, and that will become clear when hopefully in the next episode we get into doing the internals. Now I just need to work out what we are going to do next for the next layer up, so let's get back up here. Now I want to keep that layer there visible, so what I would say is just go around and copy it again up in the grey. This will be visible from the inside. Just quickly work your way around. Make sure you have plenty of your materials on you before you climb all the way up here, otherwise that can get embarrassing. And now we want to have ourselves some stone brick stair, I think, so let's get ourselves some more of those on the go. Perfect. And effectively go into crouch mode here, and looking off the edge, place them down off of this top edge here. Now we want to place these coming out by 5, so very carefully and considerately place them down so that you get that fantastic continuous pattern that we're always striving to do, and do this on each edge. So say make sure you are in crouch mode before this. A fall from this height is definitely going to be extremely fatal. Following completion of the stairs, go ahead and take some stone brick half slabs, and again extremely carefully go ahead and build each side out by 5. It's a little bit of trial and error on this bit, guys, because again we want to create another balcony area. Basically going to have 3 observation decks, just like many of the world's most famous landmarks. So there's a bottom observation deck, this is the mid, and then there'll be another one right at the top. So if we just go ahead and place these in like so. Just worried I'm going to run out of stone. 4, 5, and then that should be all of these brought out by 5. Fantastic. And then effectively, if you were to fill in one more in each of these corners here, like so. And then this is the part that will be a little bit trial and error. So where the grey wool is, repeat that same pattern yet again. We just quickly run round. Like so. And then keeping your stone half slabs to hand, if we just run around to here, actually I think we're going to need a couple more. Looking at how many we have, if we give ourselves a good 30. Okay, and did not mean to pick those up. Effectively, we want to make sure that we can do the exact same thing with the railings that we did below, and I feel in order to do that absolutely successfully, we probably want to add on one block there, so it's 2 facing on, and yeah, add one there as well, so it should be basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 either side like this. So if that's repeated on all 4 sides, and then we can look to fit a balcony on here, same as below. We effectively are going to place these in so that they overlap over the corner like that. Okay, so more or less for the final time here, we want to go up 5 layers for a change this time in the exact same pattern as every other layer. So using yellow wool and our oak wood. Once you've built the yellow and oak wool up by 5, you want to look at taking out your grey wool and placing on the top of this block here. Then I would recommend a temporary block here, and then you want to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, go into crouch mode, place it off the edge here. Actually, you probably wouldn't have needed that temporary block if you had just did exactly as I did there. So this shape here, repeat on all 4 sides. Okay, so once this is built, take it up another 1 layer in the exact same pattern. Next layer up, find the middle point and place down 1, 2, 3 like so. And then here we probably will need temporary blocks this time. In that, place a temporary block there, place down a piece of grey wool, and then place down a temporary block off the back of that grey wool again, and place down a diagonal like that. So this quarter here, repeat that the whole way around. For the next layer up, temporary block here, come across 1, 2, 3, and then temporary block there. Let's see, is that gonna work out okay for us? Just about, I would say. And then place one down there. Instead of trying to show this as a quarter, I may just go ahead and build this one in its entirety, because we are so close to finishing now, guys. If we just place that there, 1 block that way, and then 1, 2, 3. Take out that temporary block. Place a temporary block there. Grey wool off that side of it. And then 3 pieces of grey wool off of this side. Again, break that off there. So you should have 3 grey wool, then 1 block diagonally. And then to finish off, we just need to take the whole thing up by 1. So if we place in 1 temporary block, that'll be enough to keep us going. So then that comes across by 3, and we just complete this entire roof up here. So if we work our way round. Lastly, take out your last couple of iron gate fences, sorry, not iron gates, and then again try and aim for the side of that block. So that the bars complete themselves. And that is us done, guys. So I'm just going to relocate to somewhere else on Farm Hill so we can get a clear view of this build, and that will be us for today. So as you can see, there is the windmill build with its 2 balconies and top observation deck complete. So quite a long build today, quite a lot of materials laid, but effectively next time we can look to implement some of the build techniques that we used over there on the crane build, such as the circular steampunk windows and maybe some of these projecting arms, etc. We can look to add on the actual windmill, the actual propeller, and we'll take it from there and actually start to get this thing detailed. I may do some of the internal detailing off camera. I think I'm going to try and move some of the stuff from Farm Hills inside of there so we're not sleeping outdoors or in the corridor anymore. But yeah, hopefully next time we can look to start finalising the outside of this build with some windmills and some windows. So many thanks for joining me, guys, and I look forward to seeing you all then. Goodbye for now.